Heck y'all, what y'all doing today, baby? Allons manger!
From the bayou to the big stage, talking LSU Tigers, the Saints and those Cowboys. It's loud, it's Cajun, it's football season year-round with Coach and Red. This is Boudin and Crackling Sports Talk.
Welcome to the sports talk show you never saw coming. I'm Coach.
I'm Red.
And this is the Boudin and Crackling Sports Talk. Let's get it, baby. USA, USA. Let's talk about that U.S. soccer team in the World Cup. Tell me about it, Red.
Get a big 4-1 win over Paraguay.
Hey, look, by the way, let me stop here. 4-1. That's like 80 points in basketball, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's like by winning by 80.
That's a lot.
Red was a star soccer player. Hey. All-state honorable mention right there, baby. I'm just telling y'all.
Not all state. Yes.
Well, what do you feel like we look like?
I thought we looked very strong. Our offense, being able to put the ball in the net.
That's important.
Very important.
Ultimately, that's the only way to score.
Paragon.
Paraguay. Paragon, that's not a casino. I think it's down there in Marksville, ain't it? It's the Paragon. I'm
How
just
do you
telling
pronounce
you.
his name?
Paraguay. Red was a geography major.
Yeah, Paraguay.
Not Paragon.
Paraguay had their own goal. That was the first goal we had.
Okay, it was an own goal, but our pressure, it's not like they messed around and kicked it in our goal.
No,
I mean, it was
pressure made it happen.
We kicked the ball and it kind of bounced off of them to a certain degree and into their goal.
Yeah.
So our pressure created it. All right. Now, it's still an own goal, but our pressure created it.
Balogun scored 2 goals.
Listen, when you play that striker position up top where he's at, and he may not be a household name yet. You know, really, Pulisic and McKinney are probably the household names. But Balogun, I tell you what, if he does what he did in the last game, if he scores another goal or two in this World Cup, he's fixing to be a household name in American soccer. Let's put it all in context. The average American, obviously we know soccer is not the biggest sport in America. But for soccer fans, he's going to become the next big thing, or he may already be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Scored 2 goals, the most goals anybody from the United States has scored in a World Cup game in like 80 years. In like 80 years. All right, stop and think about that. I know we're not a soccer superpower, but nobody has accidentally scored 2 goals in a game. That's pretty impressive. All right.
Ended up being 4-1. Next game is going to be June 19th versus Australia.
That's next Friday against Australia. Now listen, Australia won their first game. So they got 3 points. We got 3 points. Basically, whoever wins this game
is in control.
They gonna win the group?
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now. Whoever, if somebody wins this game outright and they get to 6 points, they've already won the group. Because even if Turkey or Paraguay somehow win 2 games coming up, they still will have lost to the eventual champion.
Right.
So the group champion will be whoever wins out of the United States and Australia. All right.
You know what they call their soccer team in Australia?
The Kangaroos or whatever, ain't it?
Socceroos.
The Socceroos. Hey, that's a football, huh? I'm mate. That's my Kangaroo Jack. That's my Kangaroo Jack out there. Crikey, mate. All right, when they scored, did they say crikey? Everybody else says goal. Did they say crikey?
I hope they do.
I hope they do, too. Lord have mercy. I hope they do. They come out in that, they yellow and green?
Yes.
They come out in that yellow and green, kind of like a lizard. But
shrimp on the barbie.
A shrimp on the barbie. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is that kind of like Bubba Gump shrimp? Shrimp stew, shrimp and potatoes. I'm just telling you, Forrest. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I thought of the game, and I said this during the game. I'm old enough to remember the United States making the World Cup back in the 90s when we hosted it. I believe it was 94, 96, whatever it was. Alexi Lawless, those guys, kind of. And listen, we didn't do very well. I mean, we did okay, But to me, that was the building of soccer in the United States. That was where the ground floor of where soccer started growing. And I'm not saying it's football or basketball. I'm not trying to compare it to that. But let's admit, we actually have a professional soccer league now. We got some of the best. David Beckham has come over here and played. Messi has played. We have some of the bigger players. Now, they come over here at the end of their careers.
Right.
I get that. But we actually have professional soccer that's, I'm not going to say huge, but in those cities, they sell out their stadiums. You go to Kansas City, you go to Seattle, you go to Miami, they sell out those stadiums.
Yeah.
Now, Miami can't even sell out their stadium for their football team.
Nope.
So I'm just telling you, the difference that I saw from back in the 90s to now, we actually can pass, keep possession of the ball in tight situations.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the United States, we had a couple of guys that could run down the field and make one or two moves or whatever and kick it in. But as far as a team, pass, and then try to attack, we couldn't do that in the past. Now, I'm also going to tell you, as a coach, it's all relative to the level of competition you're playing. Paraguay, if you look at the second half was 1-1. The difference in the first half and the second half, in the first half, Paraguay sat back all the way back in their goal, everybody, and basically allowed the United States to bring the ball past midfield and before they felt any pressure. In the second half, because Paraguay was behind, they came all the way up and pressured us. And even though we scored a goal there, Reina scored a goal in the last minute or so, technically, they outplayed us in the second half. That scares me a little bit because I'm going to tell you, when it comes to the big powers, when it comes to the Germanys and England and France and Brazil and Argentina, they're not going to sit back for a whole game.
Germany scored 7 goals.
Yeah, they're going to come up and pressure you. All right. Now, thankfully, we don't have to play Germany right now. We may have to play them if we get the knockout round. But that's what concerns me a little bit. It's kind of like in basketball. If a team sits back in a zone, which may be their strength, all right? Some people are just counter punchers. Some people may not be that fast. You sit back in a zone as compared to full court pressing the whole time. If you have the bodies to full court press, you full court press. If you don't, you can sit back in a zone or whatever. Several different sports, you can do that type of mentality where we're just going to play defense and try to counter punch when we get it. I don't think the United States is going to see the defense they saw in the first half against anybody else in this tournament. Nobody. Australia is not going to sit back. Turkey's not going to sit back. Anybody they play in the knockout range is not going to sit back. All right. Christian Pulisic looked awesome.
Yeah.
He looked, you know what? He and I understand he plays across the pond with all the big dudes, the big teams. He looked like he belonged.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like what you would see from Messi and those guys. Listen, I'm not trying to throw Pulisic in the same sentence as Messi, but I'm just saying his footwork and his ball control, he looked, I was kind of taken back like, hey, wow, we got somebody can do that? We got somebody can do that? I ain't never seen that before. McKinney looked great. I thought Dest, that dude's fast. I mean, he can't beat me in a foot race, but that dude's pretty fast. Every time we swung the ball to the outside and gave him the ball, he took the ball and beat whoever it was and had a crossing pass or whatever. He was able with his speed to get to wherever he wanted to get to. It was impressive. It was fun. You know what it was? It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. Now, what the next game's going to be, hopefully we take them Socceroos and kick them somewhere. I'm just telling them, we send them back across the pond over there. But
so we got June 19th versus Australia and June 25th versus Turkey.
Basically almost a week between every game. So, the World Cup stretches out for a little over a month. So, it's kind of a good thing because,
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games, but The end of June and July is kind of a dead time in sports, ain't it? You shut up, baseball fans. I know what y'all finna scream at me, but here's the thing. Nobody's watching a full game of baseball on TV. Nobody. Hey, go to a stadium and watch it? Okay, I'll do that. To sit here and watch a full game of baseball on TV, hey, look, wake me up in the 8th inning because I didn't fell asleep in a second. I'm just telling y'all, it's too slow. It's why, listen, 50 years ago, baseball was America's pastime. Where's it at now, Red? Definitely behind football.
Distant third.
Distant third. That's correct. I'm going to tell you what. It's ahead of hockey.
And soccer.
And soccer.
But not by much.
Not by much. That's what I'm finna say. Now, the baseball fanatics are going to come and say, well, you look at our total attendance for the year. You play 162 games.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to have a bigger attendance.
10 times the amount of games that football has.
Absolutely.
And twice as many games as baseball or basketball has.
But, look, it is what it is, but soccer's coming. Hey, look at here. What I hope is that as a sports fan in the United States, look, I'm not a big soccer guy. I'm going to tell you what, it's one of my bucket list items, Red. You might be surprised to hear that.
Go see a World Cup game?
You know what? It's not going to be a World Cup game because this will be the last time we host a World Cup for 30 or 40 years. I would love to go watch any United States soccer game, even if it's in CONCACAF that we're hosting. All right. To me, that would almost be like going watch a home Duke basketball game. There's a couple of things as a coach that's kind of on my bucket list. Those are a couple of them. Like, I'm not a Duke fan. I'm not a big soccer fan. I just want to go take that in.
Yeah, see the atmosphere.
I want to go see that atmosphere. Hey, U.S. soccer, it looks like we on the rise. Let's keep it going. Red, white, and blue, baby, all the way. Boudin and Cracklins, baby.
You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok. Email the show at boudinandcracklinsports@gmail.com.